Hello everyone, my name is Anna from the channel BookSawyer, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple noteworthy caregiver figures from various musicals that I love. Now, I'm very sorry about the delay in this video. I know I was supposed to have a theater video go up 2 days ago from when this is being uploaded, but I decided to wait, and it also really worked out because I got an idea for this video, and today, as in the day that you're watching this, aka the day that it's going up, July 25th, would have been my grandfather's 83rd birthday. My grandfather passed away 2 years ago, and it's probably one of the biggest losses I've ever had to experience, and so it's been a rough couple 2 years. But today would have been his birthday, and so I wanted to kind of do something to talk about a couple of the fatherly / parental figures that really mean a lot to their kids and really are really the best in theater. This, granted, if I could name all the good caregiver figures and musicals, that we'd be here for hours, so I'm just gonna name 4 that I really like a lot, and I'm gonna be talking about from some musicals that I really love. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first kind of figures that I want to talk about are Mama Aruli and Tauntaun Julian from Once on This Island. So Once on This Island is a musical that follows the story of a girl named Timoon, and one day she kind of washes up on this island, and these two figures take her in as her adoptive child. And so that first off the get-go, there are a lot of kids in today's world that don't have families, and so there are some really incredible people out there that are willing to adopt children. And it's not a formal adoption situation, but it's kind of symbolizing that in a way, and that just already right off the bat, they really do genuinely care about her. They want to protect her, especially you can see in this, there's a song in the musical called Timoon, which is them singing to her. They want to protect her and they want her to be okay, but they also want to find a balance between that and allowing her to follow her dreams. They let her go after Daniel in the show, which is a major thing. That she could be put in danger, but and they let her take him in and look after him, and during some incidents, and there's so many incredible things that they do for their daughter during the show, and regardless of whether they're her biological parents or not, they still care for her so much, and so I thought that was a really noteworthy mention. The next figure I want to talk about is kind of a controversial one, but I want to talk about this character because even though she's absent sometimes, the reason for her absence is good intention. So I want to talk about Heidi Hansen from Dear Evan Hansen. So if you didn't know, Heidi Hansen is away a lot, which I think personally plays into Evan's kind of loneliness and why he needed to reach out to certain people. I don't want to spoil it, but Heidi works a full-time job and goes to night school because she is trying to give Evan a better life. Evan has social anxiety and he needs to go to therapy. He needs to have medication. Someone's got to pay for that. And also, she's a single mother, and single mothers are the heroes of the world. Single parents in general. Her father, we found out in the Dear Evan Hansen, the book, that, and this isn't really a spoiler because his father's not a character in the musical, of course, he's not there, but he went off, married someone else, and is having a baby with someone else, which is just it's, I guess, great for him, but it leaves Evan and Evan's mother really alone, and she has to care for all of this, but she's not only trying to work this full-time, long, hard-hour job to provide for Evan, but also she's trying to get a degree in order to make even more money for Evan. And yes, Evan is a junior or senior in high school, and so yes, he's not going to be around very long, but there's college, and she's always trying to do what she has to do to help him, and she's very protective of her son. You see in the song So Big So Small, which is a tearjerker, that she does care about Evan a lot. And so I think that even if she is absent, and I do think that she's not completely swept of her faults for that, but I do think that there is more to her than just being a bad mom. So the next two characters that I want to talk about are Tracy's parents from Hairspray. And so this is kind of one that, this one I'm putting it like here because I have like the least amount of stuff to talk about with this one. So they're kind of separate. So Tracy's dad, when Tracy's mother doesn't want her to go after her dream of being on the Corny Collins show, which if you didn't know, Hairspray follows a story of a girl named Tracy Turnblad who dreams of dancing on a TV show, but she is kind of set back by a lot of standards, especially her weight. It's about someone who's plus size and who kind of has to defy a lot of odds. And there's a bunch of other stuff to it, but I'm just going to leave it at that for the sake of this, like what we're talking about. So she wants to be on the Corny Collins show, which is like the dance show, and her mother is saying, oh, people like us don't have a chance, but her father is really encouraging her to do it, and I think that's just a wonderful thing because you want your child to have the best, and he's really an inspiration, I think, to her. And also her mother, although she's very reserved in the beginning, I think towards the end she becomes a lot more confident, and that might too be to a degree be because of Tracy, but I think her like developing confidence over time does kind of help Tracy in a way because she gets to see her motherly figure that she's used to just being kind of shy and reserved. She gets to see her like having fun, and that also kind of happens in the song like Mama Welcome to the 60s and kind of the subsequent scenes of that. But also her and her mother seem to have a pretty tight relationship, especially as the show progresses, and I just think her mother is always looking out for Tracy, and yeah, I just think they're all just so phenomenal. And the last kind of parental figure is Maria from The Sound of Music. So she does not, or at least at the point of the musical that we know, and I don't think she had any in real life biological children, but what I want to talk about is her relationship with the Von Trapp children. So she introduces music to their household, which is something that, as all of us theater kids know, music is magical. So yeah, that's amazing. Also, she is a very kind and caring nanny, and then I'm not gonna spoil it, but later down the line she's something else to the Von Trapp children. And also she changes the dynamic of their family for the better, not just in something that happens later, but she provides this new life, this new light. They have something to look forward to instead of these children that were just being treated like military surgeons. Now, sergeants, I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff. If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that my pronunciation is bleh. So yeah, but the Von Trapp children and Maria have a really great relationship, and I think although they're not her biological children, I think that really just needs to be mentioned because I think that she is a fantastic caregiver parental figure towards them. So those are all of the 4 kind of parental figure, either individual or group kind of people that I wanted to talk about. We have 2 like duos and then 2 singles, and I kind of want to talk about those because I think that it's very important to acknowledge. I know there is this kind of like ongoing like running gag that a lot of musicals, particularly like Disney musicals, don't have like parental figures, but I do think that when we do get a really good parental figure, I think they need to be honored. So once again, this video is dedicated to my grandfather. I hope he's safe and happy in heaven, and I just love him so much that I wanted to make this video. So yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you all so much. My name's Anna from BookSawyer. I make videos every other day, switching off between a video about books and a video about theater. If you don't like books, then I'll have a theater video up in 4 days, but if you do, I'll have a theater video, another book video up in 2 days. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I just hope you have a great and fantastic day. Bye!